India and the US signed 2015 Framework for the India-US Defense Relationship. India and the United States, US, on the 3rd of June 2015 signed the 2015 Framework for the India-US Defense Relationship. The framework was signed by the Manohar Parrikar, India's Defense Minister, and Ashton Carter, U.S. Secretary of Defense. The framework was signed during the three-day official visit of the Dr. Carter to India from 2 June to the 4th of June 2015. Main highlights of the 2015 India-US Defense Framework. It builds upon the previous framework and successes to guide the bilateral defense and strategic partnership for the next 10 years. It provides avenues for high-level strategic discussions, continued exchanges between armed forces of both countries, and strengthening of defense capabilities. It also recognizes the transformative nature of the Defense Technology and Trade Initiative, DTTI. India, Bangladesh signed Land Boundary Agreement of 1974. India and Bangladesh on the 6th of June 2015 signed the historical 1974 Land Boundary Agreement, which would settle the 4,096-kilometer-long border dispute between the two countries. According to the agreement, Bangladesh took over 111 enclaves from India's possession and India received 51 enclaves from Bangladesh. Enclaves are tiny landlocked territories that each country has within the borders of the other nation. The enclaves in Assam, West Bengal, Tripura and Meghalaya come under the bill's ambit. The protocol and instruments of ratification to make the Land Boundary Agreement operational were signed by the foreign secretaries of the two nations in presence of Narendra Modi, the visiting Prime Minister, and his Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Effects of the Land Boundary Agreement. It will allow over 50,000 stateless people living in these enclaves to gain a national identity after 4 decades of stateless limbo, as now they will be allowed to live in India or Bangladesh with the option of being granted citizenship in the newly designated territories. The enclaves would cease to exist. It will help India to fence its borders with Bangladesh. It will change the physical map of India and Bangladesh. China launched world's first electric passenger aircraft BX-1E. China on the 19th of June 2015 launched the world's first electric passenger aircraft named BX-1E that could be used in pilot training, tourism, meteorology and rescue operations. The aircraft was designed together by Shenyang Aerospace University and Lining General Aviation Academy located in the northeastern Lining province of China. France announced ban on earphones for drivers and cyclists. France on the 18th of June 2015 announced a ban on wearing earphones while driving a vehicle and riding a cycle. The ban will come into effect from the 1st of July 2015. The ban was announced with an aim to reduce deaths due to accidents. Those found using earphones while driving a vehicle or riding a cycle will be fined €135. $214 and lose 3 license points. However, use a phone while having the caller on loudspeaker will be allowed. The announced ban was initially proposed in January 2015 to cut down death toll on the roads in France and to improve drivers' attention while driving. The official said that 1 in 10 deaths was linked to mobile phone use while driving. Greece became first developed nation to default on IMF debt. Greece on the 30th of June 2015 became the first developed nation to default on International Monetary Fund debt. It became a defaulter after it missed the deadline for payment of $1.7 billion to IMF. The Eurozone finance ministers refused to extend its bailout to Greece after it rejected the proposal given by the Troika viz. International Monetary Fund, the European Commission, EC, and European Central Bank. The proposal said that Greece needs to raise its primary surplus within 2 years in order to avail the €15.5 billion of funding, which in turn required pension and tax reforms for which the Syriza government is reluctant to. However, The ministers said that they will discuss a last-minute request from Greece for a new 2-year bailout on the 1st of July 2015. The last country to do so was Zimbabwe in 2001. Doctors from Texas state of U.S. successfully perform world's first skull transplant. Doctors from Texas state of United States have done the world's first partial skull and scalp transplant from a human donor. This rare medical feat, which opens new frontier in transplant surgery, was achieved by a team of doctors from Houston Methodist Hospital and MD Anderson Cancer Center. The recipient patient was Jim Boyson, a 55-year-old software developer who had suffered a large head wound from cancer treatment. Barcelona FC wins 2015 UEFA Champions League. Barcelona FC has won 2015 Union of European Football Associations Champions League trophy for the 5th time. In the summit clash played at the Olympiastadion in Berlin, Germany, they defeated Juventus FC by 3-1 goals. Ivan Rakitic had first scored goal for Barcelona in the 4th minute, and later Luis Suarez restores at 68th minute and Neymar scored the goal in extra time. Earlier, Barcelona FC had won UEFA Champions League trophy in 1992, 2006, 2009 and 2011. About UEFA Champions League. UEFA Champions League is an annual continental club football competition organized by the UEFA. It is contested by top division European club and is considered as one of the most prestigious tournaments in the world. It is also most prestigious club competition in European football, played by the National League champion and for some nations of each UEFA National Association. World's first feeling prosthetic leg fitted in Austria. World's first prosthetic leg capable of simulating the feelings of a real limb and fighting phantom pain was unveiled by researchers in Vienna, Austria. The first of its kind medical innovation is the result of a twofold process which is developed by Professor Hubert Egger at the University of Linz, Austria. This prosthetic leg was fitted on Wolfgang Ranger, who had lost his right leg in 2007. China conducts 4th test of Wu-14 nuclear delivery hypersonic vehicle. China has conducted the 4th successful test of a new Wu-14 hypersonic strike vehicle which is capable of delivering nuclear weapons. The test was conducted on the 7th of June 2015 and the vehicle launched atop a ballistic missile fired from a test facility in western China. The vehicle has ability to execute extreme maneuvers that may be able to render U.S. anti-missile defense systems obsolete. This test was the 4th test in past 18 months. Previous tests were conducted in year 2014 in the months of January, August and December. The Wu-14 is capable to travel in high altitude in the atmosphere on the edge of space. It can carry nuclear or conventional warheads. The high-tech vehicle can travel at speeds of up to 10 times the speed of sound, that is around 7,680 miles per hour. Legendary actor Sir Christopher Lee passes away. Legendary English actor, singer and writer Sir Christopher Lee passed away in London, United Kingdom. He was 93. The veteran actor was famously known as the Master of Horror for his famous villainy acting roles in numerous movies such as Dracula, The Wicker Man, James Bond, Lord of the Rings trilogy, etc. Twitter Incorporated CEO Dick Costolo resigns. Dick Costolo has resigned as the Chief Executive Officer, CEO, of Twitter Incorporated after leading the company for 5 years. He will demit the office of CEO on the 1st of July 2015. Till his replacement is found, Jack Dorsey, Twitter co-founder and Square Incorporated CEO, will take over as the interim CEO. United Kingdom celebrates 800 years of Magna Carta. United Kingdom, UK, celebrated 800 years of signing of Magna Carta on the 15th of June 2015. The celebrations to observe signing of 8th-century-year-old historic document which had laid foundation for modern democratic society was led by Queen Elizabeth II. UK Prime Minister David Cameron was also had joined the Queen to mark the celebrations. About Magna Carta. Magna Carta is a Latin word which in English means Great Charter. It is most important document of England signed on the 15th of June 1215 at Runnymede alongside the River Thames in the English county of Surrey. It had originated as a peace and truce treaty between King John and a group of rebellious barons within his kingdom. The document had written promises between King John and his subjects mentioning that the king will govern England and deal with its people according to the customs of feudal law. Magna Carta had laid the first steps towards parliamentary democracy and the principal supremacy of law, that is, no one is above the law. It also laid the principle of balance of power between the governed and government. Its influence can be seen in other documents across the world including the UN Universal Declaration of Human Rights and on US Constitution and Bill of Rights. In case of India, its influence also can be seen on Part 3 of Constitution which contains fundamental rights, described as the Magna Carta of India, which has been derived inspiration from Bill of Rights. Researchers create world's thinnest bulb from. Researchers have created the world's thinnest light bulb using graphene as filament. It was created by a team of scientists led by Young Duk Kim comprising members from Columbia University School of Engineering, Seoul National University and Korea Research Institute of Standards and Science. Japan passes law to lower voting age to 18 from 20 years. Japan has passed a law lower the voting age to 18 years from its current 20 years. The bill in this regard to revise the public office election law was passed by the upper house after being approved in the lower chamber. With passing of this law, 2.4 million of its population from 18 and 19-year-olds age group will extend the franchise in future elections. This move also has brought Japan in line with other developed countries in terms of voting age. Commemorations of the 200th anniversary of the Battle of Waterloo held in Belgium. A commemoration of the 200th anniversary of the Battle of Waterloo was held in Belgium. To mark this occasion, several events were in Belgium and United Kingdom to remember the battle which led to defeat of French in June 1815. The Battle of Waterloo was a pivotal moment in modern history of Europe. In this battle around 90,000 French troops led by Napoleon Bonaparte were defeated, which had ended their quest of conquering major parts this region. The battle was fought on the 18th of June 1815, Sunday, near Waterloo, that is in present-day Belgium, then part of the United Kingdom of the Netherlands. French army was defeated by the armies of the 7th Coalition, comprising Anglo-Allied army and Prussian army led by the Duke of Wellington and Field Marshal Blucher. After the defeat in this war, Napoleon was exiled to the island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic Ocean, where he died in 1821. First 3D anatomic heart model printed using multiple imaging techniques. Team of heart experts including an Indian origin surgeon Dr. Joseph Vechukatil for first time have printed three-dimensional, 3D, anatomic heart model using multiple imaging techniques. This hybrid 3D model of heart was successfully printed using integration of 3D transesophageal echocardiography and computed tomography, CT. The team had used specialized software to register images in order to selectively integrate datasets and produce an accurate anatomic model of the heart. This study is considered as a huge leap for individualized medicine in the medical field of cardiology and congenital heart disease. This technological breakthrough will help to promote better diagnostic capability and improve interventional and surgical planning, and also provide alternative to surgery in cases of heart diseases. This technology also opens the new way in medical technology for producing anatomical parts by using the combination with a third tool of magnetic resonance imaging, MRI. Australia decided to join China-led Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. Australia on the 24th of June 2015 announced that it will join the China-led Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank (AIIB) as a founding member. It will contribute 930 million Australian dollars, $718.5 million as paid-in capital to the institution over 5 years and will be the sixth largest shareholder. According to an official statement, Treasurer Joe Hockey will attend the Articles of Agreement signing ceremony at the Great Hall of the People, Beijing, on the 29th of June 2015. India will be the second largest shareholder of the institution that is likely to be operational by December 2015. Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank headquartered in Beijing will have paid-in capital of $20 billion with total authorized capital of $100 billion. It is designed to finance infrastructure like construction of roads, ports, railways and other projects in Asia. At present, the bank has 57 prospective members, including the UK, France, Germany and Iran.